What is up, everybody? It's Cjplays here, and I'm back with another Sims 3 speed build, and today we're going to be building a wintry family home. So, by the time this video comes out, it won't be Christmas time anymore, but I'm filming this like a couple days before Christmas, and I'm very much in the mood this year. But since this video is coming out, like, after Christmas, I decided to just make this into like a winter home or something like that, or a wintry family home. So I really like how it turned out, and as you can see, I even used constrained for elevation on this build. Like, y'all, I never touch that cheat really when I build. I'm trying to like branch out and slowly but surely teach myself how to use it, but it's kind of hard to, and it's not that intuitive. And like, as you can see right now, I'm trying to like put the garage onto the foundation, and it was just giving me issues. I had to like pause the recording, look at some tutorials on YouTube. It was just a whole process. So in the end result, I kind of liked it in the end though, but it's kind of weird because, like, as you can see, it has like that little gap space. There's literally no fix for that. Like, that's just the way it is in The Sims 3. You have to like pick a wallpaper that's not gonna like show it. It's really annoying. I don't know. Let me know, y'all. Do y'all use constrained floor elevation when y'all building The Sims 3? Like, let me know. But anyway, this house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom like family home. There's a lot of space in this house actually, so I had to like pause the recording, make the floor plan, delete the floor plan. It was just a lot, and I even changed the roofing too. So as you can see, I put like the gabled roofs and stuff like that. I ended up changing it a little bit. I even put a dormer above the garage, but I didn't really like how it looked. I couldn't get the roofing right. Even if I fixed the roofing, I just didn't like it, so I ended up deleting it. I think I deleted it off camera, so it doesn't show up for the rest of the speed build though. But you can at least see my idea, like the goals, like the plan I had for it, but it just wasn't given, so I took it away. But moving on to, and then here's just me trying to put some stuff for the windows. So I ended up using the windows that came with the Pets expansion pack, and then I also used the back to the basic windows for like the top of the house. Those are some really nice windows. I kind of found out about them recently, so ever since then I just like using them. But I also chose like a green color like for the siding of the house. It kind of reminded me of Christmas a little bit. I mean, again, I feel like this house is like a couple days after Christmas anyway, so like, it still has the Christmas vibe, if that makes sense. But moving on to the inside of the house, this is me trying to figure out where I wanted the living room to go. I ended up using these sectional couches, or the sectional seats, rather than use like a conventional couch, because I never really use sectionals that often in The Sims 3 anyway. And I think the reason why is because you don't see it. If you click on the couch, like in the build and buy catalog, you don't see the sectionals unless you click on miscellaneous chairs. So like, it doesn't show up in sofas or anything like that. So you have to do a little bit of looking for it, and there's only like a couple in the game anyway, and I really like the one from Late Night, so that's the one I picked. And I also was trying to put I put like a bunch of plants in this house, y'all. I don't know, I feel like plants, bookshelves, end tables, they're just like really nice objects to have in a Sims build, because you can kind of fill up a lot of empty space. And this like entrance area way and slash like living room had a lot of space, and I was going to build a wall to kind of close it off, but I kind of like it being open a little bit. So feel free to like change this house if you want to. I ended up using that really long bookshelf that came with Aurora Skies, I want to say, or it either came with Roaring Heights. I think it came with Aurora Skies. I could be wrong though, but I ended up using that bookshelf because it took up a lot of space, and I was trying to figure out where to put this end table, and I was trying to get like a smaller end table, but nothing was really working out for me, as you can see. So I think I ended up just putting a chair, and I put a plant. And then this is just me trying to figure out the first bathroom. Again, this house has 2 bathrooms, so there is one downstairs, and then there's also one upstairs. There's a lot of room in this house, like I said, so you'll see a little bit later on in the speed build, the parents' room, or like the master bedroom downstairs, it actually has like a room for an ensuite bathroom. So if you wanted to, you could always replace what I put in there. I made it into like a home office space, but you could always replace it to make it become like an ensuite bathroom, which might make more sense, but I thought this bathroom was good enough, but yeah, this is just the bathroom. I really like the color of the floor in here, and I was trying to figure out a place for that towel rack that come with the ultra modern set, but it just was not. I found out you can't really, or at least I couldn't anyway, like raise it or lower it on the wall, so I left it alone, and I used this little towel rack instead. I thought it was kind of cool, and I recolored it a little bit to kind of make it blend in a little bit more. But moving on, this is the kitchen area. So for the kitchen, I used my base side countertops. Again, they're like my favorite one, y'all. I did something a little bit different. So instead of me putting like cabinets up like above the countertops. I ended up using a shelf, and I want to say the shelf came with Aurora Skies. I want to say Aurora Skies. I think I could be wrong, but I think that's where it came from. And I thought it looked a lot nicer in here than just putting like cabinets. I kind of wanted to try something a little bit different. I got to get some more shelves, maybe like custom content or something for The Sims 3, so I can actually like make some different types of kitchens. And then this is just me trying to figure out what kind of appliance I wanted. I decided on just a coffee machine because it made a little bit more sense. I didn't want to put a bunch of stuff on the countertops, if that makes sense. But I also put like a china cabinet in the kitchen. This is like one of my favorite ones. I think it's from the base game, and I really like using it from time to time, so that's what I went with. And then I also used my pet's table and chair set. It's like my favorite table in the game, and I think it looks so nice and it's kind of rustic, so I decided to use those here, and I think they look really nice. Like, I mean, I'm not complaining. But moving on, this is the master bedroom, or like the parents' bedroom. Again, this is like a family house, so in my brain, I'm like, the parents have this bedroom. So I ended up using the bed. I think this bed came with Island Paradise, maybe, or Showtime. It came with one of those packs. I don't really remember, but it came with one of those packs. I ended up using the dresser that came with the Seasons pack, and then I also put like that really nice mid-century, I don't think that's a mid-century. Is that the mid-century mirror? I don't really remember. And I also put like a really nice painting, and I ended up using one of the chairs that came with the late night pack because I thought it looked kind of cool. And this is like that room I was telling y'all about. So I turned this into like a home office space, but you could turn this into a bathroom if you wanted to. Like, there's nothing against it. Like, I mean, it probably would make more sense, like I said, to make this an ensuite, but I wanted like an officey space, so I decided to put a desk. I was going to use the one from University, but I ended up changing it out for the one from Seasons because I thought that looked a lot nicer. And then I used a nice bookshelf. I forgot what bookshelf I used. I think it came with Seasons. I wanted to use like the one from the Ultra Modern set, but it just was a little bit too big in here. So I think I used the one from Seasons. No, I think it's store content. I think so anyway, but I could be wrong. And then I also use a lamp, and then I also just put the chair. It's like the matching chair that comes with the late night. It's like the one that matches with the couch, so I decided to put that in here. And I also used an art easel just so you could have a way to build some more skills if you wanted to. And I also put like a nice rug down in here, and then I also put a rug down in the bedroom down there as well. But I really am pleased with how this turned out. Like, I could honestly like see like my real life self in this office making YouTube videos and like looking at the snowfall. Again, I'm building this I built this house in a world called Wells, which literally the world itself is shaped like a well. I've looked at it for a world overview a couple of months ago, or maybe like a year ago at this point. And if you want to like see the world, I'll leave my world overview link down below, and I'll also just leave a link for the world if you just want to download it and check it out yourself. I want to say that it's base game compatible, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've actually like, seen the world. So I want to say it's base game compatible though. Could be wrong. And moving on, this is just me trying to put some stuff down here in the garage. I put a bunch of stuff from the Fastlane stuff pack because I thought it looked kind of cool. And I never really get a chance to use a lot of this clutter stuff from Fastlane. And it's like literally made for garages anyway. So that's what I decided to go with. And then moving on, we have the upstairs section of the house. So I ended up using some of the wallpaper from downstairs. And I'm just putting like the stair railing up here. And this right here is the teen's bedroom. So I was going to put like a double bed in here, but I was like, that's going to take up a lot of space for just one sim. So I decided to put like the bed from the Generations pack, and I recolored it. And I ended up using one of the tables that comes with Showtime, I want to say, which I don't think I've ever used that table for anything really. So I was like, let's branch out. So I ended up using this table and to make it like a little computer desk for the sim that lives in here. And I ended up changing the red color, or I guess it's like yellow right now, but I ended up changing it to be like a wood to kind of match with the bed frame. And I thought it looked really cool. The sim in here doesn't have a computer. They have like a laptop, which I think is better because I could take it with them. And I also use one of the bookshelves. This one is store content. I think it's like from one of the nursery sets. And I really liked it because it has like toys and stuff on like the different shelves, and it kind of like reminds me of like a kid or a teenager. And then I also put like a bunch of posters in here. Some of these are like store content, some of these are from expansion packs, but I really like that poster with like the 3 like different pictures. I really like that poster also. I had to use it in here. And I also ended up putting like an arcade cabinet in this room, and I think I put it like at an angle just so your sim could have something to do in here. I tested this. I did play test this house out, so your sim can use the arcade cabinet. I also, like, you'll see a little bit in the video, I did like change it a bunch because I didn't know where I wanted it to go. But I tested it out and it does work. And I also used one of the chairs that came with the generation pack in here because, you know, I never really get a chance to use stuff from that pack anyway. And I thought it looked kind of cool because usually I would have went with like a beanbag chair or something like that. But I like that chair, and you know, we gotta branch out a little bit. But that's pretty much it for this bedroom. I like how it turned out, and I really like that little light object. I think it comes with late night, I want to say, and I really like it. It's like right above the bed. But moving on, this is like the kids' room. So I put a bunk bed in here so you could fit more Sims in this room. But it's like a really nice like L-shaped room. But it is for like kids, or if you want to, you could put like a crib in here. I was gonna put a crib, but I was like, nah. But you could put one in here if you want to have this be like, you know, a little baby room or whatever. But I ended up using the matching bookshelf that came with that nursery set. It's like store content. I forgot what set it comes with, but I think it's the same set that has like the baby monitor and the changing table, I want to say. I also used the activity table that came with that pack in here as well. I put a toy chest, a dollhouse. I did not put a toy box, which I kind of forgot to, but you know, you could put one in here if you want. And then I also ended up changing the wallpaper. You won't see it in the video, but you'll see it a little bit like in the screenshots. I ended up changing the wallpaper in here to make it like a little bit darker than what it was. And then right here, this was going to be like a bedroom, y'all, but I was like, why don't we just turn this into like a workout room just so you can build some skills in this house? Since there is an art easel downstairs, I was like, okay, maybe if the sim is like in a athletic career or something like that, maybe they need to, you know, keep in shape or something. So I ended up putting a at-home gym, and in an effort to not use every single like thing that I owned, I used like base game, like, you know, treadmill and weight machine and stuff like that. The pull-up bar came with Showtime, and I ended up using some of the clutter objects that came with the fitness stuff pack. Not fitness stuff pack, that's Sims 4. The town life pack. And I thought it looked kind of cool. And then last but not least, this is just me, like, you know, putting it together the upstairs bathroom. This one just has a shower. It doesn't have a tub or anything like that. It just has a shower, a toilet, and it has a mirror. So it's a small bathroom, but I thought, you know, it was a good use of space because originally I was going to make that into like a nursery, but then I thought about it as I was going along. It just, it wasn't given. And you'll see me right here. I was trying to put like I was trying to put a window upstairs, but when I was looking at the house before I turned the game off, it kind of clips into the roof a little bit. So I ended up taking that window away. And then this is just me trying to add some stuff in this little hallway section. So I put like a love seat. I also put a bookshelf, and then I ended up putting a plant at the end of the hallway just to kind of give us, you know, just to kind of give you something else to look at. I was going to put a Christmas tree or like the holiday tree in that corner, but you know, it's not the holidays anymore, so I didn't, you know, I didn't put it. But I put this nice picture of a lighthouse, which I thought was kind of cool, you know. So there's that. And I also ended up using another painting. I forgot where it came from. Is it store content, I want to say? I don't remember, but I ended up using like another painting here as well. But that's pretty much it for the inside of the house. Moving on to the outside, I think the only thing I did out here was just add some landscaping. Took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. So this world has like a little snowy section, which is where I'm building it at. And I was like, well, maybe since it's snowing, I don't imagine like these Sims are going to have like a bunch of plants out in the yard. So I ended up using some of those trees. I think they came with Midnight Hollow, I want to say. So they're technically like, I guess, dead trees, but they look really good. So I ended up using them, and I ended up putting some of those trees that came with the Into the Future pack down here. And I think it looks really cool. This is just me now putting some pavement and stuff like that down. But anyway, y'all, that is pretty much it for this build. If you want to download this, I will leave this link down below. I also put like an outdoor light. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Follow me on Twitch where I stream a lot more of The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching.